Welcome back, first grade. We are going to continue our work, but today we are using subtraction when we talk about length and in our story problems. So yesterday we looked at two blocks to find the sum or how long they were together. So we put them together. Today I want to find out what is the difference. What is the difference between them? And the length of them. And remember, whenever we measure things, they always are going to have to start at the same place. I like to call it the ground. They have to start on the ground together. So if I put it like this, they start at the very bottom. When we subtract, we want to compare two amounts to see what the difference. And the difference is this area right here, okay? And whenever we talked about our one-to-one correspondence, when we compared using our graph, we compared different categories and we noticed that they both at least had the same amount. But then what was the difference between the two? We're going to use that as well when we talk about subtraction today. So let's go ahead and compare these two. So yesterday, let's re-measure our blocks. All right, so let's get our ruler and let's start at our 0 and we measure. We see the first red block is 6 inches. The blue block is 3 inches. So we're going to go ahead and write that down in our subtraction problem. So we have 6 inches minus 3 inches equal, and I'm going to use that question mark to represent that amount that we are trying to find. Now, this is a smaller number, and I know that you all are already using your mental math and you solved it. Your numbers will get higher, so if you can't use your mental math strategy, then go ahead and use those different ones that we have talked about. The place valuing it, the drawing your pictures to represent it, your number chart, or whatever works best for you. Okay, so we know 6 minus 3, we're taking that away, we're comparing those two. 6 minus 3, and I'm just going to take off the units of measurement. We know 6 minus 3 equals 3. So let's go ahead and respond to my question in a written form or a sentence. So my question was, how much longer is the red block? The red block is 3 inches longer. Do not forget to use your cups. You remember your capital letter, your spacing. We can understand it, and that you have your punctuation at the end. So this says the red block is 3 inches longer. I can also say the blue block is 3 inches shorter. 3 inches is the difference between the both of them. So let's try another one. Remember, as I read, visualize. Sorry, I need to scoot my chair over. Visualize what is going on in the story. Todd's puppy was 21 inches tall last month. This month, his puppy... Oh, I'm sorry. Let me change that. 21 inches. Okay, let me reread it. I had to change my numbers. Todd's puppy was 21 inches tall last month. This month, his puppy is 42 inches tall. How many inches did his puppy grow? Remember, this question does not have difference, take away, subtract. So you really have to picture what's going on to see what they're asking. So we're going to go back and let's underline the important words that we hear, the information that's given. Todd's puppy was 21 inches tall last month. So I'm going to underline 21 inches last month. That's my first group I'm comparing. This month, he's 42 inches tall. How many inches did he grow? So I hear two groups that I'm comparing. I'm comparing last month and I'm comparing this month. Last month, the puppy and I'm going to use an arrow to show how tall or the height of it. Last month, the puppy was 21 inches. I'm going to put 21 inches. This month, the puppy grew much more. The puppy is 42 inches. So I know those are the groups comparing. I want to see the area and where the puppy grew, the difference between those two groups. So let's start our equation. So to begin my subtraction problem, I'm going to put my largest number first. 42 minus 21 equals, there's that question mark. Okay, these are larger numbers, so counting up might not be as easy because you don't have 21 fingers. Okay, so you might use another way. For today, I'm going to place value it, tens and ones. And I'm going to put my tens and ones over here. I'm going to put a rectangle around my tens and my tens, so I see what I'm subtracting first. 4 minus 2 is, if you need to use, 4 minus 2 is 2. I have 2 tens. Now let's look at our ones place. I'll go ahead and circle my ones place, so I know those are my ones. 2 minus 1 is 1. Very good. So our answer is 21, and don't forget your units of measurement that's in the word problem is 21 inches. If you wanted to use base 10, you can show your 42 with your 4 tens. And your 2 ones. And then you can take away your 2 tens. And you can take away your 1 1. And your answer is 21. Okay, so we know the puppy grew 21 inches. We're going to respond to that in sentence, we call it sentence form. The puppy grew 21 inches. Okay, all right, so today you will work on word problems that are subtraction, and you'll have different units of lengths in the problems, okay? So just make sure you pay attention to those. So happy math. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. Bye, first grade.